You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for February 24th through the 28th. Kyle suspects treachery, and Sally has had just about enough. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not following us, please click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we begin on Wednesday, February 19th. So Daniel sees that Summer is fixating, staring at her ex, Kyle and Claire, instead of focusing on her brother, whom she is having dinner with. Summer keeps denying that she's jealous, but he drags her out of the restaurant anyway, so it doesn't get any more awkward. Phyllis is missing in action. Her kids worry that she has flown to Paris to maybe cause problems for Billy and Sally. Her radio silence is very worrisome for both Daniel and Summer, who are used to her constant nagging and interfering. So when she's not around, they're like, what's she up to? Meanwhile, Victor vows nothing at all will ever change his mind about Kyle being with Claire. He won't accept it. He won't approve. He will not condone. Nikki wants Victor to chill, but then he tips his hand as he insists the Abbotts will implode again while he is talking to Nikki, Claire, and Kyle. And of course, Kyle wonders if Victor is planning more trouble for his parents, and the Mustache vows that Jack and Diane's happiness won't last, and he even snarks that at the Abbotts as they enter the restaurant. Nikki tries to write off Victor's threat as him being protective of Claire, but Diane doesn't buy it. And Nikki also tells the Abbotts that she thinks Jack saving her from her drunkenness was as heroic as Victor taking a bullet for the family. OMG. If Nikki's husband heard her say that, he would lose his mind. Meanwhile, Michael tells Lauren that Victor's planning a new war against the Abbott. He is sick of it, but he is loyal to Victor, so he's going to stick around. Lauren is also worried that it's going to come back to bite Michael, that he and the Newmans that were there that night lied to Chance and falsely stated that Ian confessed to killing Heather. And when Victor calls to bark some orders, Michael ignores the call so he can romance his wife. And of course, Victor is demanding that Michael get busy using the Glissade spies to get info on Jabot so he can lash out. Thursday, February 20th, Audra wants some information from Holden, and I wonder if she's going to ask him if he knows exactly why Amy and Damien fell out, because that's a piece of info she and Nate have not been able to get out of Amy, and it's important, you know. Also, I'm waiting, I'm listening to see if we get more Tucker McCall name drops. I would love a Trevor St. John comeback, and if they keep saying his name, I'm going to get more excited. Damien surprises Amy and Nate. He's going to stay in Genoa City for now instead of running right back to LA, so I guess Holden's going to stick around too. Sally chafes at Billy's close bond with Phyllis. I do not blame her. And Chance has scenes this week. I wonder if Summer is going to try to distract herself from Kyle with Chance, or go ahead and make her split from the detective official and permanent, because she just can't stop fixating on her ex-husband. Friday, February 21st, Victor delivers that information that Lily wanted on Damien. If you remember, she told him that would go a long way to smoothing things over. And Nate had been wondering if his half-brother came by his wealth by dubious or criminal means, because he seemed to get wealthy very fast, and then he's got that weird thing where he's moving town to town, so they're concerned. And Lily also runs into Damien and Holden at Crimson Lights this week. She's got no idea the hot guy she was eyeing at Society the other day was Nate's brother, because, you know, he's had Holden playing pretend and impostoring him. Kyle decides to test Claire's loyalty, and I wonder if he is feeling insecure about their future now that Victor threw down the gauntlet, that he will never approve of them being together. I could see Summer prodding him to this, making him possibly doubt Claire, but also just Victor's own words have Kyle on high alert, and he may wonder if things get messy, you know, which side will Claire choose? And I wonder if she'll pass the loyalty test. I think she will. Also, Amy's health is rapidly deteriorating, and Nate vows to protect her, even from her own son Damien if need be. Going into the week of February 24th through the 28th, Lily is going to be absolutely stunned by the info that Victor was able to get on Damien. And of course, she, should share it with Devon at a minimum. But I wonder if she's also going to share it with Nate, or if she and Devon may discuss whether they should tell him what his half-brother's really been up to and how he got his money, or, that kill the messenger thing. You got to be careful. Jack continues fretting about Diane's design choices for the redo at the Abbott mansion, but now they have bigger worries. It seems clear that Victor is actively plotting against them, and they have got to assess the danger, figure out what to do about that. Hopefully, now that Michael told Lauren that Victor is definitely plotting against the Abbotts again, maybe she'll give them a heads up. But I mean, Victor basically gave Kyle and Diane, Jack, Nikki, and Claire the heads up when he kept fixating on the Abbotts are going to implode, Jack and Diane are going to fall apart. All evidence to the contrary. So that means it can only happen from an external force, which is him. Kyle also believes that Victor is targeting his parents again, and he's obviously going to want to know where her sympathies will lie. If her granddad comes at the Abbotts again, will she defend Victor's aggression or come to the Abbott side with him? And she has already been very vocal with Victor when he said, Jack and Diane's relationship fell apart and this and that, and the family imploded. And Claire's like, yeah, but because of what you did. She's not letting him get away with the hypocrisy. Nikki let Victor slide on a lot of stuff. Claire tells him everything that I'm thinking, Summer and Victor have a chat about the Kyle and Claire situation. They have a mutual interest in getting Kyle away from Claire. And I wonder if they are going to subtly collaborate on this, or if it's going to be a very obvious and blatant conversation about making this split happen. Billy's mystery partner continues working with him. We should find out who exactly it is working to topple Nikki at Chancellor and get the ultimate blindside payback on Victor Newman, which is long overdue. I think he needs a reality check. Some balances checked. He's been out of control for a while. Meanwhile, Sally remains in the dark about Billy's revenge plan, but after that vivid dream of hers, Phyllis may realize endorsing and helping Billy with his vendetta may be the key to break him up with Sally.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.